Okay, so we're back on this rewiring project here for the 1959 Axeman Anderson. And last night, after our test run, we got our box mounted to a piece of unistrut up above the boiler. And today we stuck some labels on it so we know what's what. And the next thing to do is to unwire all this stuff, get all the wiring out of the way, and then complete the wiring up there to the AC supply and the wiring that runs to the motors and the high limit aquastat. So that'll be the next thing. I guess we're going to leave it run through this heat call that it's doing right now. And then we'll shut it down, wire everything up, and hopefully nothing explodes when we're done. Okay, we got it back up and running. That kind of concludes our rewire project for this weekend. As you can see, we don't got anything down here anymore. It's the only thing that wires come down for the motors and the high limit aquastat. So yeah, it was off for a while, so it is recovering at the moment. You see the house pump is running. Probably the domestic water heater is saying, "Give me heat." And if all goes well, in 2 more degrees, the auger should come on because the ash temperature is well below the set point. There you go. Auger's running. Ended up putting a box on the motor over here. That way you just take the cover off and undo the wires if you have to, undo wire nuts. The way you had to do it before, you had to pull the bolts off the motor, slide it out gently, take the cover off of the back, and then, undo the screws inside the motor to get it disconnected. So that should make it a little easier to disconnect. That's it, all back together. Shouldn't be any more problems. While it's running, let's just check our high limit aquastat here, make sure we can get it to work. Right now it's at 170. I don't know if we can go low enough. The boiler's pretty low right now, but it's like 130. Boiler temperature didn't come up high enough yet. But I think, oh yeah, it's way down at 120. Oh yeah, but we'll check that just to be sure it's all hooked up right. Right now, it should be able to shut off fan. Oh, that's kind of different. Fan's off, auger's running. Auger off. And on. Auger on. And again, these are after the controls here, so they're just kill switches. That's it. 3 ink birds, 2 hour meters. couple of kill switches. All in one spot. This would be good for the guys that like to put an internet camera in front of their controls so they can see what's going on. Yes, it would, Kitty. Don't give me that. It would be good if you had an internet camera. You don't even look at the internet, so I don't know what you're complaining about. But anyway, yeah, that way you could see what boiler temperature is, what the ash temperature is, and what the stack temperature is, and if your focus is good enough, you can even see how many hours it ran. Okay, well, once it gets a little warmer, we'll check the high limit. Okay, so the boiler temperature is just high enough to let us test this high limit here. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go down to 140, so I'll crank it all the way down. There you go. Shut off on the safety high limit. Set it about 180. Cleaned up the fire door. That's our low and slow fire going there. Okay, so that's it. I've almost completely brought this 1959 Axeman Anderson into the 21st century. Kinda, sorta, almost. Okay, here's another look at our low and slow fire here. Just roasting along very slowly. Well, that's it. All pretty well up to normal operating conditions. See the light on the wall there. The pump is on to the house, so there's a heat call to the house going on right now. Boiler temperature is 151 degrees and rising. We have this controller's in PID mode right now, so the A100 means that it's 100%. The set point is 160, I think, right now. So as it gets closer to 160, this percentage will come down and it will start cycling the fan on and off. Ash temperature is pretty low right now because we had it off for a while. I guess it'll take it a while to catch up, but it will eventually. And that's that. 21st century Axeman Anderson done.